They are sometimes. Look at the great crowd for the paddock here. If we can get it, perhaps if the live stream was able to just run along the fence here and show how many people we've got watching on the gallery here in front of the pit area. A few pensive looking dads. We can see this is on the right hand side of the pit chute, but on the other side we've probably got 3 times as many people lined up. Here we go, coming to face the start. It's a final, ladies and gentlemen. Lights out. Probes goes very defensive. White line fever. Oh, he was a bit toey down there into turn 1. Cold tyres for these kids. Coming through for second place, the 31 of Luke Thompson, putting him up on the grass. That was the number 7 that was up on the grass right there. Well, Bow Hill. And it was going up the hill. Probes leads him down into the paperclip. Well, this race is going to go all the way to the finish. Manson down the inside. Luke Thompson in the 31, I think it is, that takes a slice of the race lead. As they wind their way up to the top of the mountain for the first time. 15 laps for the final in Vortex Mini Rock. It's going to be a long 15 laps for these parents. Such an impressive sight as that single file field of 29 carts winds its way back down to the completion of lap number 1. And the guy that's out in front leading it, the 31 of Luke Thompson. Here comes Caden Probes. He wants that race lead back. Oh, contact. A little bit out of shape down there in that third place position. Still running on not the full setup here. Remember these tyres, they have them really soft to run them so that the temperature comes up at the right time, and that was Ben Stewart that was getting a little bit taily. No such problems for our top 2. Caden Probes out in front, hunted down by Luke Thompson. Thompson was the quickest on lap number 1. So he should be. He was the race leader. It's not hard to work out the math there. Even I'm smart enough to know that. The Rock Cup champion, Logan Manson. Well, he's really come on over the course of the weekend. Keeping on the 1NZ of Jacob Douglas. Featured up in 9th place across the line. Louis Sharp into the top 10 as well. Sharpie has really had to work hard for this all weekend long. 13 laps to go. Caden Probes down in front. Luke Thompson in second place. Stewart again challenging up the inside for third. Well, Logan Manson, the Rock Cup champion, I want to find out where he came off the grids, because he is now challenging in the top. He's gone from 11th up into the top 3. Brilliant opening couple of laps there for RC. Probes leading. Thompson on his bumper. 102.1, the fastest time on the track by the man that's out in front. Luke Thompson second, Manson third, Stewart fourth, Sebastian Manson fifth, Taylor Payne sixth, Ryan Bell 7, Jacob Douglas defending a title in 8th. But they've let the top 2 get away. Thompson just needs to work with the race leader for a few laps so that they can extend out that gap, and then they can fight out for a championship. Look how close he is in behind that. Here comes the 22 again down the inside of Stewart. Sebastian Manson goes through for third. Stewart's back to 4th. 5th place for Douglas. Whoa, the New Zealand champ Jacob Douglas is not going to give up this championship easily. Part of the WKS Kart Store team. He's already seen Tiffany grab a 2nd place in the DD2. Then he saw his team boss Matt Hamilton have a DNF for KZ2, and Jacob wants to restore some pride for WKS. Probes working it. See him leaning out in that kart. He's got some good driving talent there, that young man. Took a real quick look back as they went up the top of the mountain to the sweeper. Stewart, though, Thompson in the 31, perhaps the smartest of them all, hasn't made a move on the race. Oh, there's a kart there with an issue down the bottom of the paperclip. Who is that? Let's have a look. That's the National Schools champion, Emerson Vincent. Day 3 has not gone his way at all. Well, that is a very sensible drive here for Thompson. But, and that's a big but, I think the field's coming back. Manson is closing in 3rd. Stewart's 4th. Douglas is 5th. We thought that these top 2 might have got away, but now I have a feeling that Caden Probes is holding up the rest of them. Thompson, maybe he needs to go because the freight trains are coming. There's Douglas up the inside, the New Zealand champ. Now through for 4th place. We've got someone running off wide on the paperclip. The hands are raised. That was one of our front runners. Stewart it is. He needs to compose himself. He's still allowing carts to go by. That's one of the things the youngsters need to learn, is that if you do get involved in a situation, cry about it later. Just get back on with the race if you can. I know it's hard to say because these youngsters are as passionate as anybody about their racing. 10 to go. We're only a third of the way through. And here comes the pack. We're going to go like 10 cart freight train before this is done. If you're working on your cart right now, I order you to drop the tools and come and watch the last 10 laps of this final. Caden Probst out in front. Fastest on the racetrack though, the 70 of Taylor Payne with a 1 minute 0.6. 101.8 was the track record a few days ago. Well, that's been smashed. That's well gone. 1 minute 0.6. Could someone conceivably go sub 1 minute here? That's not impossible. Vortex Mini Rock. Thompson's through to the lead, and that is going to stack him up. Just when we thought the top two might have broken away and gone, this race has become very much alive. Thompson down the back straight. Those of you watching on the live stream, this is going to be a brilliant race for you. Look at them, nose to tail off turn 11. Across the stripe with 9 to go. The big move to the inside from 3rd to 1st for the 22 of Sebastian Manson. How many hearts are going to be beating fast down here in the gallery right now? Sebastian Manson, your new race leader. Thompson 2nd. Caden Probst is 3rd. Look at the danger man in 4th with that shiny gold number 1 on the side. He wants to keep it. He wants to be the first ever back-to-back Vortex Mini Rock champ. Caden Probst back up the inside, trying to force the issue for 2nd place. Stacks them up and behind as they go 3 wide off the bottom of the paperclip. Wow, you can see the contrasting fortunes of people down here in front of commentary. And it's allowed the race leader to get a break of maybe about 4 or 5 cart lengths at the most. And the top 4 have made a slight break. But such is the nature of this field, I bet you it tightens up again before we're done. We're not even halfway through the race yet. Across the stripe, 8 to go. Sebastian Manson looks back. 2nd place is Thompson. Here comes Douglas down the inside. Makes the pass for 3rd place on the 48 of Caden Probst. 101.03 for Sebastian Manson. The top 4 carts all running 101s. Well, how's this going to unfold? Douglas, 3rd place, looks back to check where Probst is as he goes in charge of the 31 of Thompson. Tomo's driven a good race so far, still up in the top 2. He was a leader for a little while. Sebastian Manson leads the charge up to the top of the mountain. There it is right there on the stream. Thompson with 4 cart lengths on 2nd place. As the rest of the field comes firing through that long technical sweeper to the switch back onto the back straight, where they gather up pace as they run back down to the bottom of the elevation here. A little bit sideways for the race leader, pushing hard. That's allowed them to tighten up. Wow, nose to tail. Manson in front, Thompson 2nd, Douglas, Probst, Sharp, Louis Sharp. Where did Louis Sharp come from? The 21, 1 minute 0.3. Louis Sharp's the fastest on the racetrack. He's back in with a chance of a national title. Honestly, I didn't think that this morning. Now the move up the inside by Thompson. Oh, he had a look at the paperclip. Almost left the door open for Douglas. And it's a 5 cart freight train because Louis Sharp's joined it as well, the Stadium Finance carter. He's actually still the New Zealand champion for Cadet Rock because we haven't run that final yet. And he's gunning for a Vortex Mini Rock Championship to go back to back. Well, 5 carts have broken away. Then you go back to 6th place, which is the number 4 of Tom Bewley. And Tom Bewley, another one who's made massive ground up here in this final. Here comes Thompson to the inside, trying to go by the 22 of Manson, who's going to crowd him out at turn number 1. And Louis Sharp's going to come up the inside as well and go side by side with his Cantab teammate. Probst is there in 5th. This race is unfolding brilliantly. We are 2/3 race distance. We've got someone who's going to park it up at the top of turn 3. Thompson dives down the inside of the paperclip. Makes the pass on Manson. I think Douglas came through for second place. Louis Sharp's going to get caught out and drops back to 5th place. Still in the tow on the back of the 48. 6th place is Tom Bewley. Bewley's back up there. It's incredible the turnaround of Louis Sharp and Tom Bewley, the 2 youngsters that fought out for that Cadet Rock Championship last year. Massive gains made here on day 3 of this Giltrap Group New Zealand Sprint Kart Championship. Oh, Douglas has got to be careful. He's got to be careful there in 2nd place. And he will now pull out of the draft and make a run. Oh, Thompson getting a little toey out there. These drivers are fighting for it. And it's Douglas that goes in front for the WKS Kart Store team. The New Zealand champion leading with 5 laps to go. Can he possibly make it back-to-back Mini Rock titles and take the seat to Italy at the Rock Cup? He did it last year. That's what's up for stake as well. Look at them diving 3 wide down into the paperclip. My word, youngsters, you're going to make me lose my voice. Douglas has got a gap. Louis Sharp's in 2nd at South Island. The mainlanders 1 and 2. 3rd place. Oh, I have to wait till they come round now. It's all shuffled in the pack. And we've got a 6-cart freight train, and it's still Tom Bewley from Hawke's Bay that's sitting back there in cart number 4. Down the back straight. They're going to tighten up even more. This may even go 10, 12 cart length. Look at it on the stream. How many carts are in contention here on that back straight? 4 laps to go. Louis Sharp hunting down his teammate out in front. Both national champions. They're both current national champions. One of them is going to win a title. One of these drivers will win a title. Any one of perhaps 6 drivers is going to win this one before it's over. Such is the nature of this race meeting this weekend for this class. It's standout, absolute standout for me. Round through the infield they go again in the paperclip. The little jig in the seat there for Douglas. Trying to get the revs up as he enters that bottom turn off turn 7 to make that run up the mountain. Vital to keep the revs up in a Mini Rock. Look at that battle further back. They are ducking and diving. It looks like a motocross race, not a kart race. Douglas under pressure as we really get to the pressure cooker laps of this final. Proudly brought to you by You Travel. 3 laps to go. Here comes Louis Sharp. Sharpie's going to lead the final for the first time down the inside. Oh, we got a problem for Thompson. I think he just got in a little bit hot. I just kind of missed it, and it's dropped him way back down the field. Oh, it was a bold challenge, but it's just come up a little bit short. And it's the current cadet champion out in front, gunning for a title. Douglas back to the inside. Douglas wants the championship bad. So too does Louis Sharp. Manson is still up in there in 3rd place. 4th place is Tom Bewley now that Thompson's been bumped out of there. Whoa, this is incredible the way this is unfolding. Brilliant footage on this Carter's Tyre Service live stream. Down the inside for Douglas. That's going to tighten them up as they run to the top of the mountain. We got across the stripe with 2 to go. They're battling all the way through this race field. Douglas with 2 to go now. Oh, Louis, I thought Louis might have a look on the inside at turn 2. Manson there. Bewley will be desperate to get up there. It's going to take some passes. Louis back to the front. Manson's come through for 2nd, side by side. Douglas goes back through for 2nd. Well, a couple of passes in front. Would that give Bewley a chance for a podium back here in 4th? You can see them going defensive. Bewley can drive his own line and will be quicker than the front triple pair there. Triple pair, that doesn't make sense. Louis Sharp takes a look sideways. Goes defensive up the top to the sweeper. Don't miss this last lap. It'll arguably be the best lap of this brilliant weekend. Brought to you by the Giltrap Group. Louis Sharp leads down the back straight to turn 11. The last lap board is out. 1 lap for a title. Second place there is Manson as Louis goes defensive. Douglas goes out wide through turn 1. Here comes Bewley as well. Bewley's right in there with a chance of a top 3 as they run up to turn number 3. They're running defensive. This could work out for 3rd and 4th place. Louis looks back. Oh, they catch a bit of curb. Didn't unsettle the cart too much now as they run down the fast part of that circuit into the paperclip. And again, Louis going hugely defensive. Got to be cautious not to make those 2 moves. And look how tight Louis Sharp's making that 21 cart, the Stadium Finance cart. He's gone a little bit too tight, lost some pace. Douglas is going to try and make a run round the outside. They're rubbing tyres up the top. Oh, contact! That was so lucky. I think that was Bewley that just did a big bicycle. And now they come back onto the back straight for the last time. Douglas is out in front. Is he going to be the history maker right here as they come off turn number 11? What a stunner of a race! Jacob Douglas, 2-time New Zealand champion Louis Sharp. Tom Bewley for Hawke's Bay is on the podium. Sebastian Manson will finish up 4th. Oh my word, I need a breather. I'm going to let Luke run through that order.
How good was that? That's got to be the most exciting race I've ever seen, and I've been around karting for a long, long time. Who knew it would come down to the last 2 corners? Jacob Douglas starting out of grid 8 to win it and go back to back.
And what about this guy? I just said to him before, you are an absolute legend, mate. The first ever 2-time back-to-back Vortex Mini Rock champion. Congratulations, Jacob Douglas.
Oh, thank you so much. I can't believe the move I made on him worked. It's crazy.
I think you said the same words last year.
Kinda, yeah.
Did you believe this morning when you turned up that this was going to be possible to win another championship?
I knew absolutely that it was possible. I knew it was just up to me because I have the best team behind me. I just can't thank WKS enough. Matt, John, Tiff, my parents, everyone for the opportunity they gave me.
You know, last year, deserved New Zealand champion, but this year, everybody that should have been here in this New Zealand title's here, and you did it again to prove that you're the undisputed number 1.
Yeah, last year it was a bit easier. Everything just went perfect, but this year we had the dramas in the pre-final and everything, but just everything went right in the final.
Mate, soak it up. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2-time Vortex Mini Rock champ and a WKS kart store driver, Jacob Douglas.